Quick, graph y equals the quantity of 1/2 raised to the opposite of x by hand 2 different ways, and decide if the 1/2 to the x function is even, odd, or neither. This is part of the Family of Functions series. You will need graph paper or download this PDF and print it. Press pause as needed anytime during this video. The first way is with the 1/2 to the x dance. Recall that y equals 1/2 raised to the x has an asymptote at y equals 0, and the negative in the exponent has no effect on the asymptote. So we'll graph the x-axis or the line y equals 0 as our boundary line. The origin also is unchained by the negative exponent. And all points will be plotted relative to the origin. Our initial point is right 0, up 1. And the reason for that is when x is 0, the opposite of 0 is 0, and 1/2 raised to the 0 is 1. Right 1, up 2, when x is 1, the opposite of 1 is -1. And so that means take the reciprocal of 1/2, which is 2, so 1, 2. Right 2, up 4, when x is 2, the opposite of 2 is -2. 1/2 raised to the -2 power reciprocal to 2, and then square it is 4. Going in the other direction, left 1, up 2, when x is -1, the opposite of -1 is +1, and so 1/2 raised to the +1, of course, is 1/2. And when x is -2, the opposite of -2 is +2. 1/2 squared is 1/4. Connect the points, and there's our graph. Comparing it to the parent function, you can see that those are not equal, so this is not an even function. And if we look at y equals the opposite of the quantity 1/2 raised to the x, you can see that that's not equal to the f of opposite of x either. So this is not an odd function. And since it's neither even nor odd. Second way, using a table. Here are 5 values for y equals 1/2 raised to the x. Keeping the x values the same. Remember, we're going to take the opposite of those x values and then raise 1/2 to that power. That's what the equation says. So 1/2 raised to the opposite of 2 makes 2 to the squared, because the negative makes the 1/2 reciprocal. So 2, 4 is plotted. 1/2 raised to the -1 is a reciprocal, which is 2, so 1, 2. The opposite of 0 is 0, and anything to the 0 power is 1, so 0, 1, except 0, of course. When x is -1, the opposite of -1 is +1, and so that keeps 1/2, so -1, 1/2. And when x is -2, the opposite of -2 is +2. Squaring 1/2 is 1/4, -2, 1/4. We'll draw the asymptote, the x-axis, and connect the points. Comparing this to the parent function or to the opposite of 1/2 to the x, none of them are equal, so it's neither even nor odd.